Hey there everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video, we are going to be taking a look at an update on Arcade1Up's Killer Instinct cabinets. But this update doesn't come directly from Arcade1Up, but instead from Code Mystic. And we're going to take a look at it right after this. Alright everyone, thank you so much for checking out this video. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button, click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Give this one a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So late yesterday we got notification from Code Mystic. Now Code Mystic, so as a lot of you know, is one of the contractors that Arcade1Up uses for emulation and for different parts of their arcade machines, whether it's UI development or things of that nature. And they have gone ahead and they've created an update to the Arcade1Up Killer Instinct machine that adds a couple of special features. Now this is a beta program, but it's an open beta that anybody can opt in on. Let's check it out. Alright, so I will have a link in the description to this website. This is the Code Mystics website, and if you go to codemystics.com/ki, you will see they have this up. This is the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up Spectating Open Beta. Yep, Code Mystic has taken it upon themselves to add a spectating mode to Killer Instinct, and it is now in an open beta platform, which means if you own a Killer Instinct cab, you can opt in on this right now and check it out. And it looks like they did have this running. They did do a closed beta program with several people, and I'll get to that towards the end of this. And a few YouTubers last night. I know Console Kits was one who did a couple of streams going over this, going over the features and things of that nature. Definitely check him out. Check out some of the guys who were involved in this. OTG, UAG, Moat, Sheline Gamings. And I'm sure that they will have more information on the beta as things go on. But let's just run through this real quick and just see what's involved in it and how you can get involved if you want to. So just scrolling down, here's the intro. It says, while Arcade1Up is working tirelessly on their current round of products, our team here at Code Mystics has dedicated the last couple of months of our evenings and weekends to adding a few features that both you, the community, and we have been longing to see. With the help of some closed testing with select members of the community, we're now ready to share. Introducing the Code Mystics KI Spectating and More Beta. Though Arcade1Up's team is fully occupied with their current and upcoming products, we've gotten their permission to release our labor of love to the community as an open beta. People who opt into the beta will have access to these new features, and you can opt out at any time. People in the beta can still play against people not in the beta too, but not all the features may be available. Beta is being offered by Code Mystics, not Arcade1Up, so we kindly ask that you direct all issues to us in our forums or in our #KIBeta Discord channel. Arcade1Up/Tastemakers customer support will not be able to help you with issues related to this beta, and we don't want to distract them, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so basically, like it says here, this is something that Code Mystics has taken upon itself to add to Killer Instinct. I know a lot of people were very disappointed when Killer Instinct did not have any kind of spectate mode to it. So they've gone out of their way to add this feature on, and here's how you can join the beta. So it says joining the beta is simple. Simply press the live button, select favorites, select find name, and then add join beta as a favorite. Now, I don't know if it's case sensitive or not. I would suggest if you're going to do this, do it exactly as it says here, capital JOIN, capital BETA. It may or may not be case sensitive, but you know what? Just to be safe, I would type it in exactly as they say here. Once you've done that, restart your cabinet, and you'll be offered a new update. Once you download and install the update, if you go to the live, you go to the back, you will see that your firmware version should be 2022-11-24. That indicates that you are now in the beta program. You have the update for the beta. Now it says here, once you've joined the beta and installed the update, once each time you power up your machine, you will see this message. And basically, if you click OK, you'll continue to be in the beta. If you hit opt out, You will come out of the beta, and it will basically revert your cab back to it was before the Code Mystics update. So you will go back to the latest firmware from Arcade 1-Up, and this will be removed. Now, I will say this, just if there's I've looked at this. I've seen what a few people have had to say on it. Really, I have nothing bad to say about this. I think this is a fantastic program. I'll get into more of it in just a minute. The only thing that would probably bother me is having to go through this every time you turn on your machine. I wish there had been some way, maybe in the live menu there, they could have just added an opt-out button where you could just go into the live and opt out anytime you want instead of having to choose to stay in every time you power on the cabinet. But that may just be a limitation of the way that they had to patch this in to get it to work. So I'm not gonna harp on that too much, other than to say, yeah, just be aware that every time you power on your machine, you are going, if you're in the beta program, you are going to get this message, and you're going to have to choose either OK to stay in or opt out to back out. Now, I'm assuming that if you opt out, if you want to opt back in at some time, you just go through the same steps you did before. You go through into the favorites, you hit the join beta, you get the update, and you go for it. So you can probably go back and forth as much as you want. But that's how you get in. That's how you get out. So yeah, I don't want to make this a super long video. I'll just go over some of the features real quick here. One of the things they added is match stats. You have the option to see at the bottom of the screen this little ribbon that shows you who you're playing against and your wins and losses against that person. And you can choose to whether to have this show or not from the settings menu. Never show it, only show it with the live menu, or always show it when you're in a match with somebody on beta. Now, this is kind of an interesting addition. They did this winner kick privilege. So if you are in a match with somebody and you win and you don't want to have a rematch with that person, you can basically kick them out so that you don't have to keep playing them over and over again. Or, if you're in multiple matches with somebody, you go, 3 or 4 times, you beat them a bunch of times, and you say, okay, I've had enough, I don't want to play this person anymore, you can kick them off. Interestingly, you can even kick and block, which means you can kick them off and never play them again, basically. And the cool thing about this is, even if you get kicked off because of the spectate mode, you do have the ability to just basically sit back and watch that person's next match and, maybe get some tips on why they beat the crap out of you. So it's a neat kind of a feature. And then, of course, there's the spectating feature itself. We've arrived at the main feature. Even when a match is full, you still have the option to spectate. Full matches that are available for spectating will appear in your available games list with an eye icon. Simply select the match as always, and you'll be able to watch the other players. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time going through all of the different features here. You can definitely check this out for yourself and see how this all works. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool that they've been able to add this. Set passcodes, all kinds of different things. When you disconnect, either as a player or as a spectator, and that person is still hosting a session, that player will appear on the top of the available games list with a reconnect icon next to their name when you first return to the main menu. So that's kind of cool too. So if you get disconnected for some reason, your Wi-Fi drops, whatever, when you reconnect, you can go right back to watching the match you were just watching. So now we get to the bottom here, where they have special thanks to the people who were involved in the closed beta. And it looks like the people involved were Travis MCP, Career High, my good friend Jade Sheelion, very excited that she got to be a part of this. Awesome for her. OTG, UAG, Tony McPartland, Killer Arcade Games, and even a member of Team Encoder. So I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to those people for being involved in this. Huge shout out to Code Mystics for reaching out to members of the community and getting them involved in this, and now putting this out as an open beta for anybody to play. Now, I'm not a KI guy. I don't have a Killer Instinct cab. It wasn't one that really appealed to me personally, but hey, I gotta say, for those of you who are excited about this, I think this is fantastic. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens when the Killer Instinct Pro comes out. because it's the same emulation software in both machines, so I'm assuming this will also be available for that. Now, people shouldn't be getting their hands on that probably till sometime mid to late January, so this will have a chance to be in beta for probably the better part of a month before that comes out. Now, I don't know what their plans are for a full official release to bring it out of beta. This could be months worth of beta testing. Who knows? But it'll be interesting to see what happens. For those of you who ordered a KI Pro, remember, that's got HDMI out. So you could probably plug in a second monitor or TV screen and put that above and just run Spectate Mode. And I think that would be kind of a neat thing for people. So, again, kudos to them for adding this, all right? But hey, listen, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Are you excited that Code Mystics is going out of their way to do this? Do you feel like this should have been there from the beginning, and why now? Did you own a KI? Did you pick one up recently during all the sales? Are you considering grabbing one now that they're still on sale, now that this is available? And then finally, for those of you, if any of you who watch me, if you've ordered a KI Pro, let me know. Are you excited about this being available on the Pro, especially with that HDMI out feature, being able to, like I said, plug in a second monitor or whatever and just have it run Spectate Mode? I think this is pretty cool, actually. So, that's all I have to say about that. I just wanted to put this out there for those of you who did not know this was a thing. Now you know. All right. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Have a great one.